Okay, so let's look at another post on Korea's Eternity microsite. So, character tone correction story. So, the character colors are subtly different from Mabinogi. I transferred the Mabinogi character shader to Unreal Engine as is, but the character colors are different. Even if you test it unlit, the tone is different. So this is all about like the different like color tones and the way like lighting works and stuff like that. Cleon Engine versus Unreal Engine Unlit versus Unreal Engine Mabinogi specific shader. So differences between Cleon and Unreal Engine. We've looked at 4 of the factors that affect color above. How do the 2 engines provide functionality for each of these 4? Properties of a material such as its reflection, absorption of light are defined by the material or shader in the game engine. For reference, in Unreal Engine, a material that has no effect on light at all is called unlit. And in this case, it always appears as the set color regardless of light. Let's assume this makes no difference since they said they ported the shaders from Cleon to Unreal as is. So the remaining elements are lighting that affects directly and indirectly, and the results output by the monitor and the gamma correction or tone correction processing for them. The Unreal Engine that Mabinogi will be ported to has a lighting system called Lumen. Calculates direct and indirect lighting that affects the scene in real time. So here's the comparison results. This is before Lumen and this is after. And you can see the difference, how like this one's darker a little bit and this one looks a little bit brighter. This is a feature that was not present in the older Cleon engine. The difference in the lighting system may affect the color. Another difference is that Mabinogi uses gamma correction, while Unreal Engine provides a system called Tone Mapper, which supports gamma correction and other correction methods. Differences in tone correction are also a factor affecting color, so it is important to look at the differences. Differences in troubleshooting of tone correction by Tone Mapper. Unreal Engine supports Tone Mapper as a function called post-processing. Filter effects that we use in cameras can also be considered as this type of post-processing function. In post-process, I was computing color correction instead of gamma correction with a color grade texture like below. The engine default was to use color correction unconditionally, so I modified it so that only gamma correction is calculated without using color correction by adjusting the relevant parameter values. As a result, we were able to confirm that the character was output with the same color as Cleon Engine when using the unlit shader. So color comparison after tone correction of Cleon Engine versus Unreal Engine Unlit versus Unreal Engine Mabinogi specific shader. And here you can see blinded. So these are the examples. This one's the Pleon Engine one, this one's the Unreal Engine Unlit, and this one's the Unreal Engine Mabinogi specific shader, it looks like. When you match the tone to the character, the background tone changes. So left when the tone is matched to the background, right when the tone is matched to the character. So here you can see the two examples, and you can sort of tell that the tone is a little bit different. If we could distinguish between characters and non-characters at the tone mapper stage that handles tone correction, wouldn't it be possible to make an exception so that only characters are not color corrected? So, character outlines. Character mask information recorded separately when drawing the character outline. And here you can see an example right here. With this character identification mask information, we were able to add the ability to adjust bloom separately for each character, as well as tone map correction. Control character specific tone map parameters. So from left to right we can see this image of Dilly's and how it changes with each tone being adjusted. And then down here we have character specific bloom parameter control, lighting calculation differences, and troubleshooting. Based on the results so far, we have confirmed that when created with the unlit shading model, it appears to have the same color as Pleon. Color comparison after tone correction of Pleon Engine versus Unreal Engine Unlit versus Unreal Engine Mabinogi specific shader. So from left to right we can see blinded again here. However, the character on the right that uses the Mabinogi specific shader still appears with different colors. So yeah, this one doesn't look quite right. It doesn't look like blended. Why can't we just use unlit? You might think like this. Unlit is a shader that is literally unaffected by lighting. So whether or not the character goes under the shadow of the tree, the fake lighting above will always be visible. Yeah, I could see how that could be a problem. So there was a need to normalize the Mabinogi specific shaders to fit Unreal Engine. The goal is to have Mabinogi specific shader like Unlit express the same colors as Pleon, while also reflecting lighting and shadows. First of all, why does it look so dark? So, shadow map comparison. After looking into it, I found out that characters using Mabinogi specific shaders always appear dark because the shaders are implemented to cast shadows. I tried modifying it so that shadows are not always cast, but only when shadows are needed. And you can see the examples of that, here and here. Although it is brighter than the shadow area, the feeling of the area where light is calculated is more realistic than toon-like. Perhaps this is why shadows are always drawn when imported into Unreal Engine. In order to maintain the feeling of toon shading, I recorded the character's shadow color separately, and since it would be a waste to play with buffers not used in toon shading, I changed them to record lighting color and reflected shading results. Before editing, only lighting colors exist versus after editing, separate the shadow color and lighting color, then synthesize in tune style according to the shade. Shadows and basic lighting calculations are now guaranteed to be computed the same way as in Pleon engine. And here you can see like a character running, and how her shadow vanishes when she runs under the tree, but when she runs out from under the tree, you can see her shadow. So this just gives you an example. Next, when using the Mabinogi specific shader in the Lumen indirect lighting environment provided by Unreal Engine, we confirmed that the indirect lighting calculation results were too excessive and the character colors did not appear properly. So high versus low lumen influence on characters. And they have some examples here. This has been addressed by providing the ability to control lumen influence separately when using Mabinogi specific character shaders. Controlling character specific lumen parameters. So you can see how like the lighting is changing in this picture. And like the hair color and everything like that as they like adjust the settings for that. In this way, we have provided the ability to control background lighting and character lighting separately by providing character-only skylight influence parameters, point light character influence parameters, etc. Whether or not you're using lumens in this way. You can now set character-specific lighting separately from background lighting settings, allowing you to control the character's color tone without it looking too different from the background lighting. In conclusion, so far we have looked at the process of identifying and resolving the cause of the difference in character colors between Pleon and Unreal Engine. And I'm not sure when this post will be coming to the NA Eternity site. We do have 3 more posts coming to the NA Eternity site one on July 17th, one on July 24th, and one on July 31st, but doesn't say which ones are actually going to be posted here. So at some point this post will also be put on the NA Eternity site if you want to check it out. But if you want to read about it now, like I just did, you can go to the Korean website and click on their Eternity site button, and it'll take you here. You can use Google Chrome to translate all this, and it's right down here. Character tone correction story. All the posts about Eternity happen on the Korean Eternity site first, so if you want to read it right away, this is the place you should go. But it should be on the NA site by the end of July anyway. So let's look at another one of the new posts in the Mabinogi Korean Eternity section that just recently came out. I want to go straight to Dumbarton's school. So what do you think of the new Dumbarton that was briefly shown at the showcase? As it was a town that I visited often, I think the Militians were also impressed by it, as it had many areas that needed improvement. Starting from the continent of Ulad, there are regions that can be visited at all times, such as the continent of Idia and Belvast, as well as regions that can only be visited during certain events. and then special regions that don't belong to any continent, like Avon. And this area is like at the end of Saga 2. In addition to areas that you, the Militians, can easily access on a regular basis, there are many areas internally. For example, there are areas that are only necessary for special situations such as missions or cutscenes. There are also areas that cannot be entered on a regular basis and can only be entered when carrying out a special quest, such as the mainstream. Due to various limitations in the existing Leon engine, there were cases where similar looking areas were composed of multiple areas. There were also quite a few one-time event-only areas that were no longer used. Therefore, in the process of porting to Unreal, we had to decide which areas were essential and which areas should be improved first. Dunbarton, a representative village where many Militians come and go. The development room also poured out various ideas to improve Dunbarton to make it richer and more convenient. We were able to reorganize various elements, starting with the previously considered inconvenient paths. After several discussions with the planning and art workers, we established the following major criteria. So yeah, they really improved Dunbarton, and you can see that in the showcase. Dunbarton has many convenient facilities centered around the town square, but there are some areas that are inconvenient, such as having to go around in a circle. So like the Dunbarton Magic School at the moment, you have to like go far to the left and go up some steps and enter, or far to the right and go up some steps and enter right now. And there's this big ugly wall right here. Well, that's going to be going away. And so is that little wall right there, right in front of the doors to the magic school. And this is what's going to look like in Unreal. So some of those training dummies are gone. There's a big staircase here. So now you can just walk right up. And then the little barrier in the center of that entrance is now gone, so you can just walk right into the magic school. I think this looks really good. This is a really good update. And then the town office is also going to be improved a lot, so they're going to... Right now, these two boards are like kind of in the center, and there's like a staircase on the left and right side for accessing the town office. But now it looks like they're going to take out those two staircases, move those two boards all the way to the left here, and they're going to just put one big old staircase in the center, so that's great. I checked the traces of all NPCs that were standing in Dunbarton one by one and readjusted the place elements. I will leave it to your imagination to see how many NPCs were stationed in Dunbarton even for a moment. When I checked the location information, it would be difficult to plant a new tree or something in the place where our precious planet is standing. We also paid a lot of attention to areas that could further highlight the symbols or landmarks of Dunbarton Village. So here's the unicorn statue area. And here you can see Town Square. It's a little bit easier to see than it was in the showcase. But they have the symbol of Dunbarton in the center of Town Square now, right here. That's really cool. I think that's a nice touch. As you trade, you can see that the symbol of Dunbarton is a unicorn through the icon. The location of the unicorn square, where enchantments were entrusted long ago and concerts were held, has been moved to the center, and the stone statue has been upgraded. Okay, so this is gonna be like a different statue then. The central square where everyone gathers has also been beautifully engraved with the unicorn symbol, which again you can see right here, that looks very nice. The buildings that play important roles, such as the bell tower and the government office, have also been rebuilt larger and more splendidly. The small garden and trees in front of the cathedral have also been arranged more beautifully. It would be even more enjoyable to gather with the guild members at this place overlooking the town square below. So yeah, this area looks very nice. In addition to this, the decorations on the stalls of shops placed in the town, the fountains, the vines growing on the buildings, the flowers blooming under walls, even the smallest details were decorated to create a lovely, beautiful Dunbarton. So yeah, these are the changes to Dunbarton in Unreal, and personally I think they did a very good job. This looks very good. It still looks like Dunbarton, and it not only looks better, it is better. They actually fixed some of the flaws with it without drastically changing the way Dunbarton is. So that's very good. Okay, so we'll be looking at another post in the Eternity section on the Korean site called Materials That Exist in Erin. So just like the real world we live in, there are objects and materials with various textures in Erin. Among the various technical supports we are carrying out in this article, I will talk about how materials implemented in the Pleon engine are being refined in the Unreal Engine environment. So entering. As mentioned above, Erin has various textures such as skin, fur, fabric, stone, metal, and fluid. So things in development. It can be broadly divided into materials used for the environment and materials used for characters. Let's first look at materials used for the environment. So, vegetation. There is more to consider with plants than you might think. The color of the leaves and stems, and the degree to which they change depending on the surrounding environment. Shaking handling for physical collisions and optimization using various techniques depending on density all need to be sufficiently prepared in advance. Since Pleon Engine does not support parallel processing, there were limitations in vividly rendering vegetation, but Unreal Engine can utilize technologies such as multi-threading and object instancing, so it is possible to create vivid vegetation communities to draw Erin more richly. So here you can see like some of the examples. So fluid. Fluid substances like water also have various states depending on the environment. These calculations were also not easy in the past specifications, so there was a limit to expressing them using texture animation or sprite sequence. Eternity plans to actively improve these areas. Personally, I am really serious about expressing water more beautifully. So yeah, water is gonna get a lot better. And you can see some pictures of it down here. Translucent object. The Eternities project uses Unreal Engine's deferred rendering method to draw the screen. Deferred rendering allows for high-quality results using various techniques. But drawing translucent or clear objects is still difficult to implement. Of course, in Pleon Engine, it was almost impossible to even try to give texture to translucent objects, but in Eternity, our TAs are struggling today to create translucent texture that suits Mabinogi by mixing real-world reflection characteristics with NPR expressions. So here you can see some translucent bubbles here by the Dumbarton Bank. So dying. In Pleon Engine we used a unique parameter called illumination color that only exists in 3Ds Max, a 3D authoring tool for dyeing things. Since this can no longer be used in Unreal Engine due to changes in the 3D file format, we implemented the dyeing function without significantly changing the existing character creation pipeline through a roundabout method using several techniques. So here you can see like a picture of some wings, and these are like ribbon wings. And here we have a fox, so hair. And they're using a fox as an example for that. There are many ways to express fur, but we wanted to draw it only with materials while minimizing modifications to the existing model. In the current Mabinogi, fur is expressed with textures carefully created by artists, but it is not enough to convey the sense of volume. So we are currently developing so that various fur textures can be expressed. Ultimately, we want to give Pan abundant and realistic clothes. And here you can see like what the fox looks like with more realistic fur in the game. So in conclusion, I briefly introduced the main materials under development. I am trying to show you a more wonderful version of Aaron in your imagination. So yeah, this was pretty good. It's interesting to see like how they're redoing like all the textures for like plants and characters and clothing and stuff like that, because and water, because like it is a lot of work. Alright, let's play some Mabinogi today. So let's see. What are we getting from the scroll thing? Did I already get? Yeah, I think that says obtained. So what, I'm getting the dragon next? And there's one more drawstring pouch to get for the dragon bag. And then everything after that is not really that important. I mean, they're okay, but these are the big rewards. And we got everything from the Irusan's event. What about this? If we get anything from this... Ooh, a second title with expiring effects. Like, that's great. That's not very valuable. Any past selection box? That's kind of valuable. Dies. Rebirth potion. EXP fruit. Meditation potion, that's worthless. Yeah, nothing really good from here. Oh, I haven't even talked to Mailing. Where's she at anyway? Dumbarton? Well, wait a minute. I must have registered for the event with her. Oh, this is that cooking thing. I'm not gonna do that. I guess I could go talk to her since I'm gonna pick up my daily dungeons anyway, but I don't care about like the whole cooking thing. So, what's the veteran dungeon today? The odd dungeon for the veteran one. And then, like yesterday was math dungeon and CR for the normal. Then we'll figure out what the normal daily dungeon is, and we'll talk to Mailing on our way there. But I don't think I'm gonna do that cooking thing. Oh, this shop is different. That shield any good? Giant only. Four defense, 3 protection. Can be upgraded 3 times. 15% charge damage and range, and 15% more smash. So wait a minute, did I ever start working on a shield for my giant? Because I'm going to be switching to a giant character. I don't know if I ever bothered getting them a shield, though. I'm going to take a look. No, I don't think I did. That's a chain blade. And with Sacred Guardian coming out, I should get him a shield. Let's see what the auction house has for shields too. Armor? No, defense gear. Here we go. Yeah, these are all worthless. Okay, so these have the same set item effects for, like, charge, just without the 15% smash damage. 4 defense, 2 protection. Oh, here's one of these ones. This one has 6 defense and 3 protection. That's not too bad. Let's check out. Ooh, that's nice. So 15% smash damage, 15% charge damage and range, and minus 30% durability loss. That's really nice. Can be upgraded 3 times, 9 defense, 7 protection. And it also has like 8 magic defense and 4 magic protection. That's not bad. Might buy that. Wait, this one's less. Is it better? This one has a reforge on it, but realistically... This one has 10 defense, 5 protection. This one has 9 defense, 7 protection. 6 and 3 for magic. 8 and 4. No, this one's probably just a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna be smart though. We're gonna look at all the pages before we decide. So page 3. Oh, this one gives more critical damage. Now wait a minute, does that have 9 and 8? And this one has 9 and 7, and then 8 and 4 for the magic. Yeah, but this one's like 40 mil, whereas the other one's like 8 mil. Can't really preview this one because it's for a giant. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. What about appearance scrolls for shields? Do we have appearance scrolls for shields? Yeah, we have a couple. Find some of those. Yeah, that's the Cross Empire one. What about Gladiator? Oh, that looks cool. We're probably gonna go with that one then. Oh yeah, those are the only two options. I'm definitely going with this one. I like the lion on the shield. I won't be able to do any dye work on it though until I actually use it on the shield though, so until I create the character. So what about enchanting it? I could at least get this thing enchanted. If I have any enchants for shields, let's find out if I do. Oh yeah, we got a few. Hey, for shields, this is a suffix, so attack speed up by 1 to 3, and strength up by 15, and critical up by 3. That's a rank 5, so very low success rate for that. Let's go ahead and put the enchants that'll work, like right here. Oh, and this is the same one, so we can have like a few different attempts at that. What's this? This is a rank 8 or higher, so this would give us more dexterity, slightly less strength, and extra poison immunity. That won't apply to a giant though, because like a giant can't learn ranged attack. That's with a bow. So I don't think you'll be able to get that benefit. Alright, let's take 2 attempts at getting this suffix on it. We have this ancient magic powder. 46% chance of success will protect the equipment, obviously. There is that enchant protect potion, but I'm not gonna wait until then. We're gonna try it now. Failure. Yep, thought so. We're gonna fail both times probably, because this is really, yeah, that's why I thought. Okay. I expected as much. What enchants do we have in here? Anything for shields? Heavy armor, two-handed weapons, heavy armor, accessories, hats and helmets, weapons, clothing, shoes, shurikens. I need something for shields. This is the one for shields, right? Yeah, the one I was trying. Let's go ahead and purchase these. I could keep trying with that same enchant, waste all these scrolls. They're not a whole lot. All I need is one success. How much ancient magic powder? 2? Let's get some more magic powder. Ancient magic powder. 100k gold. Let's get 7 of them. I will get those 2 as well. Why not? Okay, so let's try this again. Shield, magic powder, and we have seven attempts. It'd be really funny if I bought all these extra scrolls for nothing and it actually succeeds this time. Look at that. With a 46% chance it succeeds with one of the 7 scrolls that I bought. I bought all those extra scrolls for nothing. That is hilarious. This game is such a troll. Okay, so now we have a good suffix for this. I need a prefix for it, though. So I'm gonna have to look for a prefix enchant that will work on a shield. Consumables? Could be there. No? Maybe Misk? No. Scrolls. Enchant scrolls. Wait, we have Fulmer scrolls, patterns. Manuals. Oh, here we go, enchant. Okay, we're only looking for prefixes that affect shields. Weapons. Shields, here we go. So this is a rank 8. And this would give us plus 6% on critical and Fire alchemic damage up by 3, and water alchemic damage up by... Wait, this is meant for a cylinder. Well, this is crap then. This would be great if I was using it on like a cylinder that's designed to be used as a shield, but... not really like the shield I'm working on specifically. Because I'm not going to be using alchemy damage with this. Alright, we'll have to find something else then. Did I ever enchant those gauntlets? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Cool. I could do a special upgrade on that too if I wanted to. Maybe I should do that. I use those knuckles all the time. Clothing. Clothing and armor. I don't think an armor one would work on a shield. No, because it's in defensive gear, so that's not the same as like the armor category. So I doubt it would. Actually, I wonder if I can just find a list of like enchants for shields. Find something I like and then just search for the exact thing that I need. No, this just gives me a big list of enchants. It doesn't really give me a list for shields specifically. Like, it doesn't tell me what it's for until I actually open the page. Let's go here. Shoes, instruments... Clothing, weapons, dual guns, Oh, here we go. So this is a rank 8. This would give 5% more balance and 5% more critical hit rate. Minus 20 HP and some stamina. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and get one of those. Sure, I can do that. Let's pick up my daily dungeon first, since we're all right here, and then we'll go to Tara. Was there anything in that room? No, not in this one. Just making sure. Oh, and we're already done. Cool. Reforged tools, spirit gems, ruby. Hey, Pika Abyss Pass. I'll run that today. So the normal daily dungeon is Albi. And I'll definitely use the Abyss Pass today. Let's do the Vet dungeon first. So I'll put the Knuckles over here. And then the... Right, I was looking at enchants for the shield. That's one I'll consider, but let's see if there are a few others. Enabled for scythes. Oh, scythes. Oh, those orbital ones here. And your shoes and accessories. Page 26. I have another idea. Let's look at... shields. What kind of prefixes are people using on these shields? Magical. Okay. Reduces the repair fee. Increases MP. And increases luck and intelligence. I guess that would be kind of good if I was gonna have a giant bee and an elemental knight. I'm not sure how much that would help out Sacred Guardian though. Guardian increases HP and will and defense. Okay, so Guardian and Magical, those would be the two I would want to look up. Wait, Guardian's a rank 9? And Magical's a what, rank 9 as well? Okay. Let's look up the Guardian one first. So... for the new Arcana, Sacred Guardian would come out a little bit before Blast Lancer, like about a month before, I think, because that's how they did it in Korea. But it looks like we're getting the guild update in July, so they might do, like, the pre-event for Generation, what is it, 27 or whatever? Like, maybe in, like, August, and then, like, we could see... like Gen 27 Part 1 come out like maybe late August, Part 2 of it come out like in September sometime, and then like with that would also come like the new endgame dungeon and then the Arcana, so I'm guessing like maybe mid to late September or early October we could see the new Arcana, starting with Sacred Guardian and then Blast Lancer after that. That's kind of just like what I'm guessing from like the way they're doing things right now. Maybe early September for lucky. Oh, here's one of those Guardian enchants. Oh, that's only for Divine Shield. Okay, so that won't work then. What about the magical one? Oh, that one's not specifically for shields, it's just for anything in general, but I'll keep it in mind. Any of these have enchants on them? Not really. Yeah, I have one of those enchants. I could use that if I want to. And it looks like... well, that one is a suffix one, but... edgy? When level is over 100, max damage goes up by 12. That can probably be used on anything, not just shields. I don't think I want that. Yeah, I think I will go for the magical one. We'll try and get one of these to work on the shield, and then... like, that would be good stats for Elemental Knight, especially since it'll be a giant that's going to be using the shield. Like, the giants naturally have, like, the worst MP stats out of the 3, like, races, so... that could be helpful for him. I'll buy 2 of them for now, and I'll get more if I need to. With a rank 9, we have a decent chance of success, I think. Oh wait, this one also, but that's a suffix, I don't want that. Yeah, I need a prefix. Okay, so... Ancient Magic Powder. Yeah, we have a 73% success rate. Wow, that failed. Alright, I'll have to get the other one out of the auction house. Okay, let's try again. And more ancient powder for high success rates. There we go. So yeah, magical reduces the repair fee, gives us extra MP, and more luck, and more intelligence. So yeah, that'll be good for Elemental Knight. Plus I'll save gold on the repairs. And this thing is a minus 30% durability loss, that's nice. Oh, that stuff was exclusive, was it? Yeah, good, it's not exclusive, so I don't need like a trade unlock for it. If it's not tradable, does that mean I can't put it in pet inventory? We'll put it in the bank then. Who has room? Maybe this one? No? I guess I'll put it in this inventory then. Move that up there, and then this up here, and this over here. Scythe, and then orb. And I'll be right back in just a minute, and then we'll run this veteran dungeon. Okay, so these doll bags and this pass. No, wait, this pass. Oh, lucky guess with that one. Otaku, welcome to the stream. Being pretty lucky guessing which orb is the right one. Not using a support puppet or anything for that. And floor 2. Get in there. There we go. Go back to Battle Astrologer. Okay, not that one, so it must be this one then. And now time for the boss. So is it just a golem? Yeah, and some of these flying swords, which we'll take out first. And now for the golem. So time shift and 2 meteors. And 33 minutes and 56 seconds. Smoldering thread, reforged tools, spirit gems, and gem powder. Not too bad. Well, let's get an Abyss Pass from this. And we'll get another Pika Abyss Pass. And then we have a week to use that. Alright, dual guns, so Albi Dungeon is next. Let's see if I can get a pass for that. Receive random items. Put that appearance scroll over. Right over here for that shield. Perfect. And just to make sure, let's double check. So Veteran Dungeon is done, LB Dungeon, okay. And then what's the gathering today? Eggs. Shadowcast City. And defeat Foamer Commander 1. Well, at least do Shadowcast City. Alright, let's clear this. And now for the boss. Probably take them down in one shot. And done. Spirit gems. And reforged tools. Alright, that's done. Knuckles and Chainblade, and then that's done. Giga Dungeon next. Okay, let's run this dungeon. First room done. And second room. There, that got rid of most of them. Let's use this one for the rest. Oh good, ghosts. Okay, I think it's just that red one now. And room 3, then the boss. Just in case, let's equip a revived balloon. Oh. Oh, that's great. Getting those guys would have been a lot easier with Meteor. Yeah, just gonna have to be tricky about it. Okay, good, we have hide. That really matters in this distance. Okay, now I need to do physical damage. Okay, I need to get away from these things. Crap. Run, 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 run. There. Need to actually get away from them or I'm dead. There. Alright, boss time. What's this bat getting in my way for? Get out of here. Oh great. Get out of here. Worthless pieces of crap. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not here for you, I'm here for the boss. What's with all these idiots interfering? Get out of here. I don't want you here. Get out of here. Every single one of them. What, are the bats gonna come over here next? Are they gonna do something useful, or are they just gonna get in the way? Alright, get these worthless pieces of crap out of here. All of them. All of them. Destroy them all before... There. Reforged tools, spirit gems, smoldering thread. And that's all that's there. There's a hairband here, but I don't think that's of any value. How much longer do these have? A half hour, 49 minutes. That's not too bad. Okay, spirit weapon. Let's feed this. So we'll raise likability by 30. And then those gems. Powder. And then these. So 32%. Alright, let's do Shadowcast City next. Or wait, no, we'll do this place one more time. I forgot I had a second pass. So Red Wings, then we come back, then we run it again. Heal up real quick. And one more time. Oh, and the enemies are already summoned. And next room. Oh right, that one's dead. So let's revive this pet. Oops, wrong thing. Wanna heal him up. And then what about this dragon? Did he get injured? Yeah, he did. Fighting off the ghasts in the last dungeon. Alright. Then we'll do a little healing. Switch back to this. And this balloon has 4 revives? Yeah. Okay. Get out of here. Get that one next. Oh yeah, that's great. Just walk right into his attack. Get him out of here. next time. Okay, and now we have the new gremlins. Do a little healing there. And what do you think you're doing? Gonna do a sneak attack while I'm focusing on the other ones. Well, come on, attack. Okay, fun. We have these guys. Oh, even better, they're not going to move. Alright, now we'll find a spot. Most of them are in that area, so we'll use meteor right around there. Okay, good, we're not attracting a lot of attention. Assuming that's the only one left alive, we'll take him out with, wait a minute. Does he take magic damage or physical damage? Physical. Oh good, ghosts. Do that. And then we'll use meteor on these guys too, why not? Okay, we don't want to be in the center of the room in case another group spawns after this, so we'll head for this corner over here. And boss time. Jeez, again with all these enemies getting in the way. Do that. And that before they vanish quickly. Serve as many of them as we can before they vanish. There. Smoldering threads, spirit gems, reforged tools, a gem. Great. %45%. Nine minutes and 29 minutes, okay. Let's go do the Daily Tara mission, which I think is Shadowcast City. We'll do that on Elite. I don't think I'll need my chain blade. Put that over here. Okay, Elite, Shadowcast City, accept. Yeah, this one's pretty quick. Why is all this gold still here? Come on, pick it up, pick it up. Can I get that gold too or not? No? Alright. And we're done with that one. Okay, so I'll cancel those summons. I don't think I need those anymore. I could do the other shadow mission daily, or I could just do commerce. I'm not sure which I want to do. Let's see. How close are we to a rebirth? Probably a ways away, right? Yeah, so we're going to use one of these. And do a rebirth now. Then let's toss all this leather that isn't fine leather, because I don't need it. What was the other shadow mission again? I guess I'll do it. Let's use magic for that. How much durability does this have? 4? Okay, so I should repair that soon. And I don't have another pass for elite, so we'll just do that on hard mode then. And we'll use a support puppet to find the orbs. Okay, so the orbs will probably spawn twice. So after we take care of them, they'll probably reappear. Yep, and the orbs have respawned. And we're done. So that shadow mission is complete. Don't need that active anymore. What was the VIP shadow mission out here anyway? Let them fight. Nah, I'm not gonna do that one. What do we have for the daily trade? make 3,000 profit doing commerce, and let's go pick up. Let's go pick up the Canoe's Revenge one. And we'll do like maybe 2 or 3 small rounds of commerce. Make the profit we need. And hopefully find a bandit boss ogre. So back to Tailton, and we'll trade from here. And we'll take these to Cobb, it looks like, for 316. For now, we'll encounter any bandits we see, because I need that boss ogre. There he is. Okay, already done with that. How many adventure seals do I have anyway? 166? So I'll have 168 when I finish the daily trade. Okay, we'll sell that stuff here, and then... How many of these skills do they have? And they're worth 107 intelligence, so I guess we're just gonna go back the way we came then. Well, no, we'll take a different route. We'll go past Rabby, past the Bard Camp, enter South Dalton. Okay, so now we'll sell this stuff over here for 107. And then let's take some more of those alchemy crystals, I think. To Tur for 265, and then this will be the last commerce round that I do for the day. Alright, and I think that'll do it for commerce for today, so we can cancel that bag summon. So overall, a pretty good day today. Got our shadow missions done, the daily veteran dungeon and daily dungeon, cleared Pika Abyss twice, and did about 4 rounds of commerce, was it? Wasn't really paying attention. Maybe it was 5. And worked on a shield a little bit, so that's also good. Oh yeah, and I need to claim the Dragon Scroll reward. So, whistle. Pet acquired through Hot Day event can't be stored in a pet adoption medal. Okay, so you can't sell this. You can't like create the pet and then like sell it for gold. So that means your choices are to either create the dragon and use it as a pet, create the dragon and sacrifice it as a pet to another pet to increase its inventory and summon time, or just destroy the whistle. A blue dragon. I already have like 2 of these dragon pets. Like that one. And then the martial one is somewhere down here. So I'm not sure what I'll do with this one yet. But anyway, that's it for today's stream, and we will be playing Mabinogi again tomorrow.